Hi, it's Journal This, and we're going to have a little fun today. I'm going to do some stamping to make a background to my weekly page. And I'm going to start off with the Dusty Concord Distress Ink by Tim Holtz, if you can see that. And my sponge dauber. And we have our purple dauber on the bottom of that because we keep our daubers attached with the Velcro dot. So each ink pad has a dauber. So I just like to mention that. So it's a little tip we learned and works for us. So, and I'm just, oh, by the way, I figured out where my daily boxes are going to go. I covered them with a Post-it note cut to size. And then I wanted my mountain stencil to go right here, and I didn't want to accidentally stamp on the outside edges, so I went ahead and put some wide washi tape down, and hopefully that won't stick too badly. I've had bad experience with that, but anyway. And then I'm just gonna stamp, stamp, stamp. I don't have very many colors of this distress ink, so I'm just going to play with what I have, and I figured Purple Mountain Majesty, so I went with Concord. And now I have ink on my fingers because I touched my stencil where I was stamping, so I want to be careful not to touch my page anywhere. And I'm putting mostly the darkest application at the top of this, and I faded down to the light. I went across the fold of the crease of the page as well to have it continue from one page to the other. And now I'm going to carefully move my stencil nice mess. Alright, now I'm going to wash off my stencil real quick. Alright, the reason I washed off my stencil is because I want to flip it over and use it upside down on the next mountain that I'm going to stamp. So I wanted to wash the ink off this side. And our stencils are kind of resilient. They will take washing, especially if you use a little bit of dish soap. Definitely will help, but I'm not done using it yet. So because they're plastic, the ink could possibly not dry on them very well very fast. I want to make sure I have it good and dry. Okay, so this is the way I had it applied the first time. Now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to do it a little bit lower. I'm going to overlap it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put this washi on my arm like this to just make it less tacky. And then I'm going to cover up the part that I've already inked in that. So my ink on the previous one went right there, so I'm going to cover that up. And I'm going to use another piece of washi. So I just put it on my skin, and it's really a lot less tacky when I do that. I should have done that the first time. There. I'm going to do this just a little bit fainter than I did the previous one. There. Hopefully now it'll look like it's going behind our first image. See, that washi behaves a lot better. There, and you can see how it's just a little bit behind it. It looks a little bit more realistic. I think that's all the mountains I'm going to do. I was thinking about adding some more over here, but it would just look like a copy, and I think I'm going to put my calendar there on the page, so I think I'm not going to do any more mountains. So I'll put that aside. The next thing I'm going to do, though, is I am going to do the clouds. And so I'm going to cover my mountains that I stamped with a Post-it note. And whatever scrap of paper, I'm just going to go like that. There. And I'm going to take my cloud stencil. And a fresh piece of washi, which I'm going to lay on my skin. Take some of that tack away. I think just stabilizing it a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of washi there. I'm going to put away my purple stamper on the bottom. I'm going to bring out my Faded Jeans color in the Distress Ink. I do not know why this label is different than the normal Distress Inks. Maybe somebody knows and you can let me know. This one just is just different, so I don't know what the deal is on why. So I had that one stored under there. I'm just taking that off and putting it on my dauber. And I'm just going to faintly do my clouds. I don't want them to be heavy, overpowering. And because I covered up my daily boxes with the Post-it notes, I don't have to worry about going into that area. Here's where a daily box is, right there, and the cloud will show in between the boxes. This jumbo stencil almost covers the whole page, so it's perfect for this. Make sure. Yep. All right. Looks cute. Carefully remove that washi. Perfect. I'll store it on my hand. And I'll tape it down on this side. Just enough to hold it in place. There, I think I hit all the spots that I wanted to. Yep. Okay, we can see what we have now. There's that. Put my stamp pad away. And reveal my background. got a little ink there. Oops. Not gonna fret. Got a little rip there. I got a little rip there. That does upset me. But nobody's gonna notice it but me, probably. So now I'm gonna finish my page. I'm gonna add, I was going to add my hot air balloon, but there really isn't enough background to let it show. So I'm going to do that on another page with the cloud stencil, and I'm going to just add a little airplane here and there with our airplane stencil, and I'm going to add that in with the color pencils, I think. So I will follow up and show you the final page when I'm all done.